Hey, it's Wednesday morning. We've had some developments in the crypto markets. Crypto has been trading sideways for quite a while. As you can see, if I zoom in on this daily chart here, I could put a trend line here just to show you this little consolidation phase, which I thought was just a consolidation before a move to the downside. That's normally the way these things work. Longer term bear trend. I thought this was a bear flag and eventually would break below the lower trend line and collapse. Well, good news for the bulls. We've actually broken above the upper trend line. We've broken above the 38.2% fib at around 22,000. We're trading at, 23,000. We're trading above there. We're trading above the 50-day moving average. This is something we've not seen for a very long time. Last time we were above the 50-day moving average, well, that was back in March. We broke above there, but we didn't stay for long because the 200, the red 200-day moving average was a very strong resistance level. And then we plunged back down, back below the 500, back below the 100, and then the market obviously collapsed. So some bullish optimism. The bulls can start smiling a little bit when we're looking for recovery. I don't think this is the start of a bull trend. Don't get too excited. I'm not suggesting that you sell your house and buy Bitcoin, not at all. But it is encouraging in the very short term. And if I put a trend line on this 4-hour chart, that's just a little bit clearer as to show as long as we stay above 23,000, the outlook is quite positive. I really also quite like let me get it for you, this little moving average crossover. Okay, we've got the 50-day moving average now trading above the 100. We've got the 100 that's just crossed over the 200. So this is just a nice little moving average crossover on the 4-hour chart, just to confirm that things look positive. We've already got the 100 we've already got the hourly moving averages, the 50, 100, 200 and 500, just pointing up, price trading above them as well. So it's pretty optimistic. As I say, I don't think this is the start of a bull run. I don't think we're going to back up to 60,000, 70,000, but we could certainly get to 24.5, 25. I think that's a reasonable target. What's this spike low? 25,390. So really, resistance at 24,500, 25,000. We'd need to get through 25,500 if we were to have another leg higher. So we'll have to keep an eye on that and see if that happens. But also, importantly, we're back above the 200-week moving average. Now, we failed to get above there 2 weeks ago. We're well up through there now, and that moving average is around 22,500. So yeah, short term looks pretty good for Bitcoin. If you bought into longs, then you could have another a couple of thousand points, maybe thousands, maybe 1,500 points. Ripple also turning higher, so we've got this sort of triangle pattern. We've broken above the trend line, we've broken above the 50-day moving average. We used that as a base, as a support over the last 2 days. You can see yesterday we trickled down to retest the level at around 3,500, and off we go. So that, again, this looks quite good for Ripple. Breakout of the triangle. I could even argue this is a rounding bottom. Maybe I could. So, there is some scope for some upside. If I want to see where we could go, I'm just going to look at the 4-hour chart. Again, we've got some nice moving average crossovers there, which looks just starting to look positive. All we've got to do now is get through the 500 period moving average on the 4-hour chart, which is around just below 4,000, shall we say. And then we can push up quite nicely, and I think we can get there. I think we can get to 4300, 4400. We'll have to see what happens there. There's a bit of resistance from the price action. It's obviously a fib level, as you can see from my chart. Let's just go back to the daily chart, get a slightly longer term perspective. There we go. I actually need to put some fibs on there, don't I? If I scrunch this chart up, where would be an appropriate place to start? I think this would be a good one. Let's take it all the way back to November last year, and then I can also put a second set of fibs. I'm going to take them from this swing high up here because this is where this leg down went. I'd say that's pretty clear. I mean, I could put another set here, but they probably won't be that useful. There we go. I would put them on your chart just as a guide. Use them as targets. 37.75. We're trading there now. We're finding a little bit of resistance. If we can get up through 38.70 for Ripple XRP, then really I'm looking at 43.50, let's call it 43.30, 43.60. That's the target. That's a resistance level. It's a good run, and it's certainly possible over the next few days. 100-day moving average, the blue line, will be coming down to lend some weight to that level, so that could be a good sell level. We'll review it when we get there. Okay, on to Ethereum. That's had a blast up, stronger than the other two, I would say, because we've really had a good run higher. And now I'm looking at the weekly chart up through that trend line, so all looks pretty good. If you happen to have bought into a long position, then you're looking good. We're getting a little bit overbought on the daily chart, which didn't take long, did it? But let's have a look. What resistance levels have I got? Okay, that's where I've got all my fibs. Now that we've got up through 1550, which had been a really good resistance level, now that we've got up through 1550, looks pretty good. Again, I think we're going to 1800, 1850. That's another good run. We can go up another 300 pips for Ethereum. That will be a very strong resistance level. Again, 100-day moving average is coming down to meet that level. So let's see what happens when we get there. But that'll be my target for now. We do need to hold about 1500 for this bull level to have legs and continue to go. We start trading below 1500, I'm going to be nervous that the bulls have lost control yet again, as they have done so often over the past 6-7 months. But for now, it looks pretty good. Oh, look at that. We've got the 500 period moving average around 1690 on the 4-hour chart. So a push up through 1690, 1700 would certainly add, be a little bit of a boost. I could even call it another buy signal if that were to happen. And then we're heading up another 100 pips towards 1800, 1850. Okay, that's it. Hope it helps. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if these cryptos can recover a little bit further, and we will chat again. If I don't post another video, I might just wait for the weekend webinar. I know you guys like those, and then I can review the cryptocurrencies again on maybe Saturday morning.